first priority of the kids team is keeping kids safe. And we're being entrusted with their care and a part of their spiritual development. And we take that really, really seriously. We want to be good stewards of the lives that have been entrusted to us. And if we don't keep them safe, we can cause harm and we lose the opportunity to make a difference. So, in everything we do, we want to ask a couple of questions. Number one, does this protect the child? And number two, does this protect you, the leader, and the church? If the answer is no, then we're not going to do that thing. We first want to make sure no harm comes to any child. And we want to make sure that you also are protected as you serve them in your class. There are many important policies to help us do that, but to get started, here's 5 big things to know that will get you well on your way to safety. We call them B.A.N.N.N, or B.A.N.N.N, B-A.N.N.N, and here's what they stand for. The first is B for bathrooms. We never go to the bathroom with a child alone. Never. It just doesn't happen. We always go with another leader to ensure safety. So, 2 leaders always go with a child to the bathroom. One leader steps into the bathroom area with the door open. The other leader stands outside the bathroom door and watches the other leader. The 2 leaders should always be within eyesight of one another. And that ensures that there can never be any questions of what actually happened in that bathroom. And as much as possible, we don't want to go into the stalls while kids are going to the bathroom. Obviously, with some younger kids, like young preschool, they need help from time to time, right? When that happens, the leaders should also stay within eyesight. And we only allow women to change diapers and to enter into the bathroom stalls. We trust you, but we find that parents just feel more comfortable. We believe that you're going to have the best intentions, but we don't want parents to have to question when Billy says, "I had a great day and Mr. Darren was in the stall with me." More importantly, we want to make sure that kids are protected and you are too. So, never go to the bathroom alone. The next thing you need to know to keep kids safe in our B.A.N.N.N journey is appropriate affection. That's the A. We want kids to know that we love them and that they are welcome here. But some things are appropriate and some things just aren't. Things that are appropriate are things like high fives, thumbs up, clapping, maybe side hugs, maybe finger guns, although, I don't know, maybe guns isn't such a good idea. But other things are kind of inappropriate, like full hugs, or snuggling, or allowing a kid to sit in your lap, sitting in a kid's lap, giving or receiving a massage, even if it's playful, kissing, holding hands, tickling, like just avoid all these types of interactions. Obviously, in the nursery with really young preschool kids, the need may arise to be closer to a child or to have them sit in your lap. So just be mindful and don't do it unless it's necessary for feeding or something else like that. And it might be that you're in a class with a family member or a close family friend. So you feel like, well, this doesn't apply to me because I do these things at home. Well, you know you're related, but not everybody does. And so if a visiting parent comes to the class and sees a leader giving special affection to a child, that could be concerning. So it's best just to avoid it for that hour or so while you're there. We want kids to know that they are loved, but let's do that in appropriate ways. All right, moving on. The first N in our B.A.N.N.N journey is for name tags. Name tags are how we keep track of kids. How we know if they're new, it's how we know if they have allergies, and how we know who they belong to. So a child should never enter a classroom without a name tag on. And leaders should always check in and wear their name tag as well. This is all about security. This ensures that we know that a child has been checked in by a parent. And we have their information so we can reach out to the parent if the kid needs something. Now, we know that the family has already had a good experience with our check-in team and knows what to expect for that day. It also gives us a safety code that matches with the parents' code so that we can make sure that kids go home with the right parents, and that's always a good thing. Now, at checkout, we always want to make sure to match the safety code on the kid sticker with the parents' code so that we know for certain they're going home with the right people. If a parent loses their tag, they must go to check-in to prove their identity and get a new tag before they can pick up their kids. I know, it seems like a lot, but that makes sure that in cases of like divorce or custody battle or foster care, the kids are going home with the right person who checked them in. Their name tag also tells us if they have any allergies or things that we should watch out for. And in our nursery classes, parents get a second name tag to put on their diaper bag for identification. And don't forget, you've got a cheat sheet right there as you're getting to know all the kids. You know every kid's name, even if you've never met them. So use it. The next N on our B.A.N.N journey is no pictures. we don't allow any photos to be taken of our kids or our kids' rooms. So that means no pictures, no videos, no selfies at any time. And here's why. There are parents who don't want their children to be on the internet at all. But there are also situations like adoptions and foster kids that come from situations where they just can't be on the internet. And again, there are difficult situations like divorce where the other parent might be looking for their child and might find them through a picture that could possibly put the child in danger. These things are rare, but they do happen. So from time to time, we will have photographers come in and take pictures of kids in classrooms to highlight the good things that God is doing through you. But we'll get permission before we post those. Honestly, our policy is for all of our leaders to just keep their phones put away while they serve so that we can all focus on our kids. And the final N in B.A.N.N.N is never alone. In every circumstance, never be alone with a child. There should just never be a reason to do that. We schedule at least 2 people in every classroom every week. We have check-in people who could come and assist if necessary. The kids director could come in and help. Our safety team could come in and assist. There's never a reason for you to be alone. So if you find yourself in a situation where you are alone, reach out to your kids director or your class leader or maybe the check-in people and just get somebody to come and be with you really quickly while we figure it out. This one policy goes a long way to ensure that everybody in kids stays safe. Well, that's it. You did it. Thanks for walking through all this stuff with us. You are off to a great start. And don't forget, B.A.N.N.N. B.A.N.N.N.